What we're doing today is we're making cheesecake. And over the past few years, I've experimented a bit and I've come up with my own recipe, and it's what I call my David's once a year cheesecake, because it's so ridiculously expensive to make and time consuming and all that, but it's really worth the effort. What I'm doing now is I'm putting in the crust, and the crust is made of these white golden Oreo cookies and pecans and almond roca candy, all processed and mixed up, and is quite tasty. And then of course, to be able to get it pliable to put into the springform pans, this time I'm making an 11-inch and a 9-inch cheesecake, but to get it to stick into the springform pans, you have to add butter to it, melted butter. There's about a stick of melted butter in this particular batch. And what you want to do is, I'm trying something new here, is I'm trying a parchment lining for my springform pan, and it feels like it's going to really work. But, and I'm pressing it up about, an inch up the side of that parchment lining on the springform pan to give you a good overall crust. I'm pretty well done with the first one, and I'll do the second. I think we're ready to get into making the actual cheesecake. We did the crust a little earlier. What I've got in here is 8-ounce packages of Philadelphia cream cheese, and you have to let all of these ingredients come up to room temperature. These sat out for about 6 hours now, and I'm going to raise the mixer and actually we'll make it medium. And here's a key: if you want your cheesecake to be light and airy, you beat this more and get more air in it. If you like a short, compact cheesecake, all flavor, then you don't beat it quite as much. Every once in a while you'll have to stop and scrape it down off of your bar. This will be the largest batch I've made at one time, and I can see right now that I'm going to have to play with the mixer more. This is a 6.5 quart bowl that this mixer's in, and it's going to stress it, I think, just about to the max. Now I'll add the Laughing Cow cheese now. We've got 15 of these wedges of Laughing Cow cheese. Like I say, I'm making 2 cheesecakes. And again, they're room temperature. We've been using Laughing Cow cheese for decades. Love it. Great for hors d'oeuvres, great in things, great on a cracker. And a few more minutes of beating, and I think we'll start adding sugar. Just a little bit of sugar at a time. For this recipe, I ended up with sugar, 3 cups of sugar. We've reduced the speed down to low, and we're going to add the eggs one at a time. We're adding 10 eggs to this. Hope you're not watching your cholesterol. Looks like they're pretty well incorporated. So I'm going to turn off the mixer. And I'm going to add flour, lemon juice, lemon curd, and vanilla. I've got 1/3 of a cup of flour, 3 tablespoons of pure vanilla. 6 ounces of lemon curd. Lemon curd is this, looks like preserves. This is a 10-ounce container, so I'm guesstimating here that 6 ounces is about most of it. And that, to my calculated eyeball, looks like 6 ounces. Lemon juice, I have the juice of 2 large lemons, freshly squeezed. So that's flour, lemon juice, lemon curd, and vanilla. Now we need to mix again. Okay, that appears to be fairly well incorporated. So the next step is add sour cream and heavy cream. And we're talking 3/4 of a cup of sour cream and a 1/3 cup of heavy cream. And after you add these, you don't spin it very much. You're just about done mixing, just enough to incorporate it, and that's all we're looking for. Again, these ingredients are at room temperature. Low. And that's just about the max of what this 6.5 quart mixer is going to be able to handle. Okay, that is the basis of the cheesecake. Now it's a matter of pouring it into the forms.
That'll rise how far?
About 1 inch. Depends on how much air I put in it. What I'm doing now is I thought I've got some powdered vanilla, so I made it real fine powder out of it rather than granulated. And I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of that on top of the cheesecake. Okay, we've preheated the oven at 350 degrees. We've placed a tray down to catch any drippings, and we're simply going to stick them in on the upper middle shelf over that tray. And allow them to get wonderful. Okay, it's been in the oven for almost an hour and 3/4. They're a little thicker, so it took a little while longer. I've already taken the one out, and I'm going to take the other out. And these are just handy as they can be. It's really a pizza peel is what it is, but oh, that looks nice. The first one was maybe just a little, I probably could have turned the temperature down to 325 when I cooked it, because it cracked a little bit there in the top. You can see that probably. We left it in the oven with the oven door open for about a half an hour before taking it out there. And we'll have to let this set, both of them set and cool for, I'm going to let them set and cool for 2 or 3 hours. Then I will stick them in the refrigerator for about 2 hours, or 2 days rather. And we will get into them on Saturday. And once again, I hope you enjoy David's once-a-year cheesecake.